Welcome to Open Mind Industries podcast, The Mind Unleashed. Sit back, relax, and unleash your mind. Hey guys, welcome to the Mind Unleashed, episode 15. It has been a while, for many reasons. Hurricane Irma just came and went. Family was in town for Disney previously, and the theme park episode I did previously was pretty much for that, and I wanted to get some stuff in my mind for that. Pretty much this is going to be a just shoot the shit, what's been going on episode for the hurricane, stuff like that. I just want to tell you my experience with it, and kind of just give you some, just shoot the shit pretty much. Anyway, welcome. Before we get started, as we always do, I'm going to give a huge shout out to my supporters. First one is going to be Lyft, the ride-sharing app, $5 off. Type in TMAUP for $5 off your first ride. Also, if you're looking to get drone shooting gun or professional photography, please check out my two supporters that I work with personally. Daniel Weisenberg will give you 5% off for drone shooting. If you use our code OMI, he's getting pretty booked up for residential shooting, weddings, music videos, stuff like that. Professionally drone shooting, professional drone pilot, check him out at dineartstudios.com. Link will be in the description and down below on the YouTube video if you want to check it out. And I will give you a link to our Facebook page, which you're usually on anyway. Also, check out Weiss Productions. Weiss Productions is getting pretty booked up for these weddings, guys. If you use our code OMI, you'll get 5% off when you book with him. Like I said, he's going to Bahamas next year to do a wedding. He's doing a lot of photography recently, a lot of video shoots for clients, corporate stuff like that. So definitely check him out if you're in the Orlando area. He's really talented, good, just beautiful photography. So check out Daniel and check out Weiss if you really want to get some good drone shooting and some photography done professionally and done with the right price. They're very budget friendly, so check them out. Anyway, guys, welcome to episode 15. It has been a while. I thought I'd do more of these podcasts, as the time goes on. Just been pretty busy with the whole moving thing, work, and I'll go into a little more of that, what's been going on with work and stuff like that. So pretty much, we've been working and learning CAD, shit like that. But pretty much, we found out a while back, just about a week ago, it's been a crazy freaking month for everybody at work at Universal and stuff like that, that Terminator 2 is officially closing down October 8th, officially. Apparently we were pushed to the budget list, so now it's our turn to be pushed up and wiped off, and for a new thing to come in. We don't know what the hell it's going to be. They're saying it's going to be a big franchise that Universal does own. We're not sure what it is. To be honest, everybody's like, okay, what's the next biggest franchise in Universal? It's going to be a quick rebuild. They're supposed to be ready by 2019, so without a year. They're supposed to have everything pretty much done, rebuild, everything like that. Which means I move on to another venue. Which venue is that going to be? I'm not sure. Yet I've put in my requests to be moved. I don't know where I'm going to be going. Unfortunately, I didn't go in today. I wasn't feeling too well. Had a little bit of food poisoning this morning, and I'll be going in the next 3 days to find out what's going on. With Hurricane Irma, everybody is struggling. Luckily for me and my family, we fared pretty well. We did have a few trees that came down right in front of our apartment. We are safe. We are sound. We were really ready for it. We knew what the hell was going on. We checked radars consistently, checked work. Work actually paid us for a day to stay out of work. It literally went right over us. And the worst of it was on... What was the worst of it? Sunday night was probably the worst of it. By 2 in the fucking morning, the Giants did lose. I ended up watching the Giants game, and my friends went without power. Mike Pernesco, stuff like that. They went without power. Everybody was having transformers blow up around them, about 6 to 7 transformers over at Mike's house. And Mike Pernesco, if you guys don't know who he is our logo designer and multimedia for Open Mind Industries. Him and his husband are fine. They're doing well. Still without power because of all the transformers that blew. A buddy of mine, they're on generators because, big oak trees fell down in his area and knocked out some of the power also, out of there also. Like I said, we freaking fared really fucking well. I mean, we didn't lose power, shockingly. Had some power jumps, but I have battery backup system for the 3D printers when I'm doing work or a large project for a client. Um, I have LED lighting. I have solar charger. I bought a solar charger about a week into this, before it was coming. And it got delivered by, I think I want to say the 8th or the 7th. It got delivered by Amazon, surprisingly. And it does about 28 watts. And it worked pretty well. I didn't use it as much. I just kept a few things charged just for shits and giggles. Excuse me. Need some Gatorade. But yeah, freaking crazy. Everything seemed to be running well for us. I played video games a little bit more prior, around like 8 o'clock. I said, alright guys, I'm going to hop off, watch the Giants game, see how they play. First season opener, we lost, but not too bad. We got plenty more games, 16 more games to go, so pretty excited the football is back. By the time that was over, my girlfriend actually came over and we crashed, and she actually put earplugs in because she was real nervous. The one thing everybody kept telling us to do, my stepdad's, this was like his, I don't know, 7th, 8th hurricane he's ever had in Florida. My kind of 3rd or 4th one, and this was the biggest one that I've ever been in. And I really thought we were going to lose power, trees were going to come down. Sure enough, I have some live video. It did go down. I GoPro'd the tree coming down in front of us. Thank God it fell the other way because it was right in front of us, and it cracked right where you didn't think it would crack, and it just fell right into the water. We did have some water from the lagoon, our little pond, retention pond out front, fill up like crazy. It did recede. It climbed up. Got some GoPro video of that. It went pretty crazy. I mean, the windows that we have here aren't hurricane proof. They're just cheap windows. We cracked them up about an inch. Let's let airflow through the apartment. Surprisingly, we didn't lose power. I'm so freaking surprised. Around 2 in the morning to 3:30 in the morning to about 4 was the worst wind I've ever heard. It was like the building was moaning. And I mean that hard. The rust of fucking, it sounded like tornadoes literally dropped. Like, it sounded like every minute it would stop, get really quiet for a minute, and then just come right back to it. I just kept Netflix on as long as I could. I was like, if power goes out, I already had the light set up to where I'd have light for the day. I've had friends that were out by 6 o'clock in the afternoon, they were already out of power. Transformers were already blowing. I have friends that are houses are under water, literally. I had friends that were evacuated from mobile areas around Florida. I have friends that are still without power. They're not going to get power. They said back till Sunday, so that's a lot. So they had to go to other friends' houses and stay there and get showers, stuff like that. I have some friends to shower here also. You know, how we lost power, how we didn't lose power, I don't fucking know. I mean, I literally thought power lines were going to come down. We lost quite a few trees here. A lot of flooding. There was some car damage from people's cars. But everybody kept saying, I want to see a car fly, I want to see a car fly. All over my gamer chat on PS4, everybody was like, hey man, I want to see destruction. And you got what you wanted. It went west and then started coming east later on, and the eastern part of it, where the not the eye, but the corners of it are the worst parts of the hurricane, because that's where all the wind picks up. That's where tornadoes start dropping and shit like that. But we survived and everything went well. I'm grateful because many of my friends didn't fare as well. One of them did lose their car. Allegedly, a power line did fall on top of it, and then a tree came right down near it and busted the side of it. So that, you know, it's Florida. It's fucking crazy. You don't know what you're gonna get. Like all night long, I slept pretty much through the night. But man, after hearing that tree crack around 8 o'clock that night. So the Giants game just started. I jumped up, looked out the window, and the GoPro was literally recording it. So I was like, you know, let me GoPro this. Just, you know, thank God I did, because it shows where the tree, I time-lapsed it, and it shows where the tree cracked and slammed into the water. Glad my other tree didn't fall, because that was right next to my window. It looks like it wants to. It's literally, the roots are pulled up, stuff like that. But yeah, everybody lost power. A lot of people lost power. We're back to work at Universal. Unfortunately, I didn't go in today. I wasn't feeling well. A booger there. But yeah, everybody seems to be doing well, faring. A lot of friends, like I said, are without power. Still, they've been without power since Monday, Sunday night, and a lot of my friends, like I said, Transformers blew up, heavy rain. and now we have the Jose one coming in, which everybody was like, what the fuck? So, we don't know what Jose is doing. They're saying he's supposed to be here by Sunday. It's supposed to be a tropical storm, so that's nothing compared to like having a hurricane. Irma was a Category 3, jumped into a Category 2. By the time it hit us, moved over, and we definitely felt the Category 2. Shit was flying, shit was bending, street signs were bent, so everybody's like, oh, you know, it's nothing, and the minute it got here, everybody was like, oh shit, because I thought my windows were going to blow out, to be honest with you. My windows, I had them, because we had them about an inch open. I know I've watched Mythbusters, they say don't open your windows and shit like that. We just kept, kind of thank God I did, because those windows were bending without the windows being open. It just kind of relieved some of the pressure, and but I could feel like where I was laying down on my futon, I had wind literally blowing through a goddamn plug, literally through the wall. It was like, I could feel the wind blowing through my ear. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was blowing so hard, it was just like a loud whistle. But yeah, crazy time. Made it through. We're on to the next one. Hopefully everything goes well. I know some people, without power and still without it. I have friends that are just keeping me updated daily, and Michael and David are pretty much just chilling in the dark for a while. I have a few friends that had power lines that did drop completely, so it's going to take OUC, or they said Duke Energy, I think was one down here. It's going to take a while to get all that stuff back together. That kind of sucks, but we warned everybody, man. I got prepared. I had solar chargers set up. I still have my solar chargers in the window for Jose, just in case. I have battery backups. I have my lights, my LEDs, everything's set. Plenty of food, dry food, just in case, you need to munch on something to stay alive. Plenty of water. And everybody was like, oh, I'm running out of water. Dude, we just had old milk jugs and shit and soda bottles. We just filled all those up, as much water as we could. Filled this bathtub up just for poopy and pee water if you needed it. So those are some tips and tricks there, guys. If you're going to take a shit or whatever, make sure to fill your bathtub up with fresh water there. And you can just pour it down the damn toilet when you pee or poop, and just put a little bleach in there. It should do fine. But yeah, we really lucked out. I'm grateful that we did. Most of my friends did not, and it's been crazy for that. That's all I pretty much got on the freaking hurricane. What I've been up to now is about 2 weeks ago, before this all came down, I had got contracted to do a project for T2. We didn't know T2 was shutting down, so I'm going to get back onto my other subject. T2 is officially shutting down October 8th. We got the announcement from Universal, went public, which means we're moving, all the staff there is moving out to new venues. We don't have no choice. It's just the way it goes. It's kind of a bittersweet. I've been with Universal for now going to be 11, started on my 11th year in April. Feels weird. I now qualify for some free passes, for life, which I hope I do. So I've been a good employee. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I've been working on a project for a cast member, cast and crew. So I ended up talking to somebody from Shapeways. I don't know if he wants to give his name out yet. He's a really chill dude. We've had a long conversation. I was trying to get one of his models from Shapeways, and finally he agreed to let me do it once I explained the whole situation. I was hoping he'd kind of give it to me for nothing, but he kind of he's like, hey, I don't work for free. And I explained to him that I work with many different artists, designers, builders, stuff like that. I know what it's like to everybody to get paid and stuff like that. Once he kind of realized where I was coming from, he was chill. He finally relaxed and was like, okay, you're not using this to make money, you're using this for another reason. So he was very nice to say, hey man, I don't 3D print, but here, you're welcome to use it, but I would like one. So I said, sure man, that's all it takes, 3D print it, mail it to you, and he agreed. So I'm working on that, getting the XYZ printer leveled and stuff like that. But officially Terminator 2 is closing October 8th, so if you guys are not there, check it out. Not a bad show. Hopefully a few things do come back into effect. Am I going to miss it? Oh, fuck yeah, I'm going to miss it, man. I met a lot of good people, a lot of good team, actor friends of mine that are in movies still. They do movies for the USA Network, stuff like that. It's going to suck. It's going to be bittersweet, but not too sad about it. To be honest with you, we knew it was closing down. We knew years ago, like, hey, it's time for T2 to be taken out. A lot of guests bitched at us the other day, like, what the fuck, you guys taking out Jaws, you're taking out this, and Kong isn't the same. Yes, Kong is not the same. Kong is not the original Kong that everybody was used to. Jaws is gone, but Jaws is gone because it cost them $35 million a year to run. And I know that because I have people that worked on it and texts that worked on it, and they were like, dude, that cost us $35 million a year, not 36, but $35 million a year, just for full maintenance. I mean, full, just refurbishment every time with the boats, the flame effects, that shit adds up. I was like, that's $35 million a year for run one venue that's barely getting any works, pretty much. It's kind of like a, there's another other podcast. I've been trying to maybe do a live stream with this. But yeah, I mean, like $35 million. Terminator, you could tell the love with it and stuff like that was dying because, our crowds right now, because of, Diagon Alley and stuff like that, has died down. The fanism is still there. We have people walk in, go, it's still here. We thought you guys are closing down. But now it's official. We are closing down. Went to go see Terminator 2 in theaters, in 3D. James Cameron updated it to 4K, blah, blah, blah. Really freaking still good. Used to the director's cut version because I watched it so many times. There was 3 scenes that he wasn't in the theatrical version. So I had to explain it to my girlfriend. I'm like, hey, she's never seen it. And my one friend and me were like geeking out about it. He wanted to go see it. So we really enjoyed the 3D in it. We really enjoyed the film. Showed her the cuts that he did, and she seemed to like it. She really enjoyed it. But yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for T2 to be closing down. I've still got to do a video with the cast for a friend of ours that's helping out with a small project for 3D printing. I will put that up all up on our Instagram page when I have time. Right now I'm just printing out, if I can show you guys. I actually can't because I printed one out last night. I'm just going to... It's a little bit Cyberdyne logo, a little bit Cyberdyne keychain. It has a little bit of issues, but right here with the text and stuff like that. Other than that, came out really, really darn good. I think it's a really cool model that he designed. The text and everything looked pretty good. Yeah, I could have built it, but I wanted not to take the time to do that, so I asked the guy nicely, and luckily, he was really chill, and we spoke, and he was awesome, so I can't wait to send him out 2 keychains, and maybe something a little special to say my thank you to him. Over in Shapeways. I thought everybody there in Shapeways did 3D printing, apparently not. It's more like designers and makers. They're not 3D people who do 3D printing aren't on there, so I was like, oh shit. So I signed up, so hopefully I can get some work from 3D printing and kind of get open mind kind of working when I work for people. But like I said, I explained to him that I do 3D printing for makers, people who can't afford a type of 3D printer or don't know what the hell they're doing, because designers don't look at it as the 3D. They can make a model that's, phenomenal, but to take it into reality and have it print, either it's being mold injected or what have you, for mold, it builds differently, and most makers need to understand that, and then now it's cool that I can look at that and go, okay, well, so I got some results for him. I'm going to send him some nice little tips and tricks. Hopefully he'll take that with a grain of salt and with some, pleasure. But I'm looking forward to work with him again. I think he's a really good designer. Once I get approval from him to kind of give his name out, he said I can promote him, but he said he doesn't need any promotion. He's already got a big following. But anyway, to get his name out there, and a big thank you to him, I will do that because he's been amazing to me, and we have had a great conversation. And I like to help people out that are trying to get their name out there more, and it just helps drive more traffic their way, and it gives them more budget, with the way they're able to make some money too, makers like to make some cash. It helps. We try to keep our budgets down low so you guys can have some awesome parts too. But yeah, working on something for one of our actresses, and hopefully I can get a couple of these printed out. Just leveling the 3D print bed on the DaVinci 1.0. Still playing with that. If you guys have not checked out the new DaVinci that's coming out, if you guys want to check it out xyzprinting.com. It should be over there. It's on my page, to the Open Mind Industry page. They have officially announced a printer, pretty much like the DaVinci 1.0, that uses ink. So it uses your filament, and then it uses ink cartridges, like a printer, and it drops droplets inside the filament as it prints. So it gives you a colored print. Pretty cool, huh? Well, I like the idea of it. I've kind of promoted what I kind of like about it and what I don't like about it. I personally prefer just to print it out because that's a lot of work and a lot of effort to... Some prints don't come out phenomenal, let me be honest with you. You might have lift, you might have this. There's a lot of things I can go into, but I won't. It's a great idea. if you're gonna get into it, that's really, really neat. I think what they're trying to go with, like a maker or a manufacturer, no print is going to be perfect. So I prefer just spray painting it or airbrushing it to get the effects that you want. You still have to do cleanup and pull some things apart. They don't show you that part of it, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I think that's a really cool idea from XYZ. You should definitely check those and check them out. But yeah, nothing much came up. I've just been working on these things and trying to get the beds leveled and dealing with Irma, and then frickin' Jose's coming up, and just checking on friends, making sure everybody's okay, and I'll be getting back to work tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning. But just want to make sure you guys are okay, give you guys kind of an update of what we've been up to, and as you see, nothing much is pretty much going on. Hopefully next week's episode I have a little bit more to tell you. But other than that, I'm good. I hope you guys are good. This is a cheesy episode. I do apologize. But I'm going to just sit back and relax and just unwind for a little bit. Like I said, Irma kicked ass with a lot of people in Florida, so definitely just keep tabs on your family, friends, stuff like that. The West Coast got it the worst, like such as Tampa and Naples, Florida. They got it really, really bad. And my brother checked with me. He was like, "How bad was it over there?" I said, because he had friends over in Naples, and they were literally sailing in the shit. They were like taking their tubes out and having some fun with that. And I was like, no way, man. I was like, our biggest thing here is just the damn trees, because they're so high and so thick that when they break, they break. But I'm guaranteed a tornado touched down near my area, because that wind, like I said, was scary as shit. I'm not really terrified of wind, but it's just like, it's like when you're inside a enclosed area and you really have no control where shit flies. That's when it gets scary. But yeah, I'm just glad everybody made it out okay. Everybody seemed to be doing okay. All my friends have been marked safe on Facebook. Everybody bitches out there, they're like, don't mark yourself safe until it's over. It's like, I knew I was already safe, so I was like, hey, I'm with friends, my family, I'm fine. Like, I'm just gonna mark myself safe, because I am fucking safe. And like I said, we prepared as much as we could. If anybody, Jose's coming out, just be prepared again. Get your birdos, filter those bad boys up again. Hopefully it's just like a tropical storm. We're hearing it's going to be a Category 1 to a Category 2 again. Yippity skippity. Florida goes. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you to it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for everything that you guys do. If you guys do check in. Like I said, this is just a blabble. I shoot the shit episode. Like I said, I've been talking about a few things. I'll post some stuff on the Instagram page when Terminator does close. Check us out, though, guys. If you want to see Terminator C stuff, or leave me a link down in the YouTube page or the Facebook page and say, hey, man, show us some videos. So I'm looking forward to do a walkthrough from Maurice, a good friend of mine. I'm going to be doing a walkthrough kind of quietly inside the venue to say goodbye to it. Like I said, T2 was my home for quite a few years at Universal and treated me well. The cast, crew, everybody there has been freaking amazing. I love them, and they are family. A few of us are really sad that it's closing down, but at the same time, it's time for something new, and we knew it was coming, and we're just hoping Universal doesn't fuck it up. We're hoping it's a good franchise that they're bringing in, because a lot of guests complain with us, a lot of the season pass holders and a lot of guests that are from international are like, oh, you should have added this or added that. It will be what it will be. Also, Halloween Horror Nights starts tonight, so this week starts up. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and you should have fun. Alright, guys, I'm going to sign off. For anything open mind, check out openmindindustries.com, check out our Facebook page, YouTube page. All of our links are there on the website. It helps me out, helps you guys out. I'm going to be adding some more stuff to the website, supporter stuff like that. And as always, guys, keep an open mind. Have a good one. I will see you guys later.